Hey everybody, what's up? Today we are going to disassemble my Fatshark goggles, remove the current LaForge that's in there. We're going to install these V4s and we're going to rip off the skin that is on these and we're going to hydro dip the goggles. So let's get to it. So we're going to have to take these things all the way apart in order to get this to work. So we're going to start by just removing the strap. Get that out of the way. Next I'm going to go ahead and remove the faceplate. Should just kind of snap off. There we go. All right. Had a little bit of the adhesive stuck up on here, so see if you can see that right in here. There was some of the adhesive, so that's fine. We'll get that off. I'm going to remove the diopters, and so now for the front. What we've got to do is we've got to remove all this stuff. We are going to be cleaning these up before we dip it. Okay, so. Alright, so now, since we're already started on this, we need to remove the fan and the plug here. So here on the back, you have a small Phillips screw. And take the screw out. That's going to show us the switch. Okay, so let's drop the screw out of here. There we go. So we got the fan off. So now what we need to do is you're gonna have to unsolder these two wires in order to be able to use them again. So we're just gonna wait for this iron to heat up really quick, and then we're gonna remove those two wires. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and get started on this. So, all right, now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the LaForge module door that is in there currently. Gently, don't want to damage anything, including the LaForge itself. Okay, and now what I want to try and do is pop the LaForge out so that we can disconnect this cable. So let's just, again, be very gentle. Take your time. Don't put your finger on the screen on the other side. There we go. And now gently pop out this cable. There we go. All right, so there is the LaForge. The one that we had in there was the version 1.4. So right there, LaForge V1.4. All right, so that's out. And now we can do the same over here. So let's just get the module, same thing out of this one. Good. Disconnect him. All right. So now what we gotta do is just take off the rest of the decals. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this, guys. You get the point now. We're just taking off all of the wrap. So, oh, look at that. All right, let's stop. Let's talk about this. So as I'm pulling the wrap up, it's lifting up the original gray. So now I'm just going to kind of try and get my finger in there and hold that one down as I pull this off so it doesn't lift it up. Alright, that seems to be working just fine. There we go. There. Alright, that worked. So this one I can actually see a corner of the gray already, so that will. That's all tore up. I want to go ride the one wheel, guys. Let's go. those of you who don't have it all wrapped in vinyl already, then you can go ahead and skip right to the point. I'll link it right here, and we'll get to taking these apart. That is sticky. All right. Oh, forgot one. All right. At this point, the soldering iron should be heated up, so let's go ahead and get these couple wires removed real quick so that we can finish this piece up. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold this with my hand. One. There's two. All right, we have those out. Let's go ahead and put that away. Turn off the iron. Imagine we'll be needing it anymore. And now we can slide out the fan. Okay, this part's done. Let's proceed. We're going to definitely want to hydro dip that piece as well. So I'm going to go ahead and screw back together here. All right, now we have to take apart the goggles, guys. If you've never done this before, you're gonna definitely want to remember how things went together. Just be patient and careful while you're taking these apart, because you're gonna need to make sure that they go back together the exact way that they came apart. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Be very careful when you're doing this because they're connected now, right? There's a ribbon cable over here on this side. So for this little ribbon cable right here, this is what's holding the top of the goggles on. We're just gonna take something and we're just gonna push this little piece out. There you go. And what that'll do is that'll allow you to pull the ribbon cable out, okay? So you can just take it and pull the ribbon cable out. Now that part is disconnected, okay? We can take this piece of the goggles out now, and over here, we have another cable. So let's go ahead and disconnect this. Okay, that piece is out. Now, what you need to do is for the other top piece of the goggles, you have another cable that we need to disconnect. So let's go over here, very gently, take that ribbon cable out, okay? Done. Now we can pull this out. This here. Set those there. Okay, so far we're getting close. Come over here and we're going to remove this board. This is your DVR board. I'm using the Fatshark, the original Fatshark HDs, but I purchased the upgraded DVR board when it came out because I wanted to be able to not have to deal with losing my recordings due to the fact that it didn't have this. This right here is what all the magic. This allows it to have just enough power stored so when you turn it off, it saves the file. That's done. It's dirty and sticky, but it's done. So let's set that right back over here. This piece is finished as well, set it there. The diopters need to be cleaned, but that's it. So what we're gonna do now, guys, is we need to get these couple pieces out. They should just slide out, but be careful. So I'm just going to kind of grab it on both sides and gently slide it up. And now for this one, there's a screw, guys, right here. Okay. All right. Now it just lifts off. All right, guys. So there it is. The next step is going to be preparing the goggles to be primed. So in order for us to even begin the process of hydro dipping these, they've got to be primed, but in order for them to be primed, we have got to get them clean so that the primer will adhere nicely. There won't be any oil from previous, from the hands touching it or any of this sticky adhesive. So we got to get them cleaned up. I'm going to be using this Goggle, and it's, I don't want it on my hands. It's not going to, kill you, but I don't want it on my hands. So I'm going to use some gloves, and I'm not going to spray it directly on the items. Spray it into here, kind of let it soak up a little bit. There we go. And now I'm just going to clean up all the crap. I'm going to get all this adhesive off of the goggles. This stuff smells like citrus, but it's probably not the best to breathe. So guys, always in the interest of safety first, if you're using any type of chemicals or solvents or anything like that, I recommend always take the proper safety precautions. Get some eyewear, do it in a well-ventilated area. If you need to, go ahead and wear a dust mask so you can try and limit the amount of fumes that you're breathing in. All right, so again, I'm not trying to clean it with this. I'm trying to get the adhesive off. The cleaning will be next. I'll link to all the supplies that I use down below in the description, and hopefully you'll be able to order your own supplies and feel pretty confident in hydro dipping your own goggles. Okay guys, the adhesive has been completely removed from the goggles. Now they're oily and nasty. So what we've got to do now is take them, use some hot water and some dish soap, and we're gonna clean them up. That's gonna remove all the guggen that's left on here, the residue from that. It's going to clean them up and get any other types of foreign objects off of them and prepare them to be primed. So I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go wash these things up with some hot, soapy water, and see you in a minute. Okay guys, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to prime the goggles for dipping. What we got here is the base coat. What you're looking at is I've made a frame with just cheap dollar store foam board and taped the film around it. This is going to help to keep the wrinkles out of it. So this one's going to be for the main part of the goggles, and this one is going to be for the for this piece. We'll do the small piece first. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute.
Your timer is set for 1 minute.
Okay guys, now we're going to spray this on there and we're going to do it. Okay, here we go, guys. Wow. I think that one came out really good. For the next part, for the main goggles, I'm using some paper clips. And we're going to actually start them kind of upside down like this and roll it over, I think. Okay, here we go. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute.
Your timer is set for 1.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is what we ended up with for the goggles. All right, guys.
I can't set the timer.
This is gonna be the last piece, guys. This is just the top of my pepper box. And here we go. Actually, all right, guys, we're gonna see how that turns out. Let it all dry, and we'll put some clear coat on it. Okay, guys, so now that the clear coat has had a day to dry and everything looks good, we're going to put it all back together.